Hi, this is King of Review. Here we need to find an expression for the nth term of this sequence. 1 over 1, 1 over 3, 1 over 5, 1 over 7, etc., all the way up to an. Now let's see what we notice about this sequence. All of the terms have a fraction with a 1 in the numerator. So let's just look at the denominator. Let's focus on the denominator since those are the numbers that are changing. The denominators are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on. And we can definitely see a pattern here. We're adding 2 every time. To get from 1 to 3, we add 2. From 3 to 5, we add 2, all the way up from term to term. So we need to be able to write each term in terms of n, the number that it is. And this should be pretty easy because they just add the same number every time. So let's make a little table here to help us out. We'll make a table of n's and an. So the first term, the denominator is 1. The second term, the denominator is 3. The third term, it's 5. The fourth term, it's 7. In the fifth term, it's 9. And in the sixth term, we have 11 for our denominator. Let's see if we can find a nice pattern that takes us from the top row to the bottom row of this table. Now, I usually like starting at the end, the bigger numbers. How do I get from 6 to 11? I could add 5, but I can see pretty quickly that adding 5 is not going to work in all these rows. 5 plus 5 is not 9. So let's try multiplying it by something. If I multiply 6 by 2, that gives me 12, so then I'd have to subtract 1 to get down to 11. Let's see if that works for other ones. 5 times 2 is 10, and then 10 minus 1 is 9. That worked out. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. 2 times 2 is 4, minus 1 is 3, and 1 times 2 is 2, minus 1 is 1. So in general, it seems like we take n, multiply it by 2, and subtract 1, and that gives us the nth term. Now let's bring this back to the original nth term. What we were talking about here was our denominator, so we know the denominator of the nth term has to be 2n minus 1. Well, we know that all these terms have a numerator of 1, so this tells us that the nth term will just be 1 over 2n minus 1. So our answer is B. Thanks for watching.